Europe abandons plan to deploy troops to Ukraine, warns of direct conflict risk.
The recent European Union summit in Paris focused on discussing security assurances for Ukraine, including the potential deployment of peacekeeping forces. The summit brought together European leaders, including presidents and prime ministers from 28 countries, as well as representatives from the EU, NATO, Australia and Canada. However, European allies remain divided over the plan to send troops to Ukraine. According to the Wall Street Journal, the UK and France have failed to convince other European allies to participate. Meanwhile, the US has warned that such a plan would only create division and distract from the primary goal of ending the conflict. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis firmly stated that his country would not send troops to Ukraine, but would instead focus on strengthening Ukraine's military capabilities. Similarly, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni reaffirmed that Italy would not contribute troops. According to The Spectator, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is under significant pressure from US President Donald Trump regarding negotiations on mineral agreements. Reports suggest that Washington is seeking to gain control over major mining projects in Ukraine. The investment conditions attached to US funding require Ukraine to allocate a portion of its profits to a US-controlled fund, sparking controversy within Ukraine's parliament. In another development, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, estimates that the conflict in Ukraine could last until late 2025. The IMF highlights exceptionally high risks due to ongoing attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. The organization forecasts that Ukraine's economic growth will be negatively impacted by these challenges. Meanwhile, anti-war protests have erupted in France. On March 29th, thousands of demonstrators marched through Paris, protesting against French President Emmanuel Macron and NATO. Protesters chanted, "Macron, we don't want your war," and "Leave NATO now." Hungarian analyst Zoltán Kovács has warned about the risks of Ukraine joining the EU, particularly in light of a recent incident in Amsterdam where a Ukrainian national attacked civilians. He urged European nations to reconsider their decision on EU expansion. With rapid international developments, Europe and the world face significant challenges ahead,